Welcome back. A Grand Coulee resident is going to jail after she reportedly helped steal a man's computer in Electric City to retrieve sex tapes. Therese Donnelly, a 32-year-old woman, entered an Alford plea to a charge of theft in the first degree. The Alford plea means Donnelly doesn't admit to committing the crime, but felt a jury would convict her. Donnelly has a previous conviction for assault in the third degree and faced up to 90 days in jail according to state sentencing laws. Judge John Antos sentenced Donnelly to 35 days in jail. Donnelly was one of two people charged for the Electric City robbery on June 30th. They stole a laptop computer at gunpoint because they believed it contained video files of Donnelly having sex. Two people were sentenced for setting a Jeep on fire in October after the victim refused to help them. Abel Vargas, a 23-year-old Quincy man, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to arson in the second degree. His co-defendant, Liliana Alejandras, a 19-year-old Quincy woman, entered an Alford plea to malicious mischief in the second degree. The Alford plea means she doesn't admit to committing the crime, but felt a jury would convict her. Vargas was sentenced to 9 months in jail for the arson, and Alejandras to 2.5 months in jail with 15 days converted into 120 hours of community service. They took the victim with them to help them find a man who didn't want to see them. Vargas and Alejandras had the victim checked to see if the other man was at the residence. The victim went inside, found the other man, who said he didn't want to talk to Vargas and Alejandras. They became upset, broke a window on the victim's Jeep, and set it on fire with a liquid fuel. Community Care's Volkswagen Bug overflows with school supplies. The group helps the needy around Moses Lake and will distribute the community-donated school supplies from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturday by the Red Door at 116 West 3rd Avenue in downtown Moses Lake. Community Care's Burst the Bug event in front of the Moses Lake Walmart last Saturday was a success. The group will distribute school supplies and 60 backpacks to foster care children. Any child or parent can receive school supplies donated to Community Cares. In Northwest news, flash floods are creating problems in Oregon, Arizona, and Nevada. Residents of one Nevada neighborhood are cleaning up after heavy rain washed a river of mud and debris down their street. Reporter Catherine Vann has the story.
And this was just the beginning. It started with hail, then rain, and then
it's coming down the whole street.
The flood.
And there was like a little river going over the basketball hoop, and then all of a sudden the entire street was full of mud and rocks.
The heavy downpour turned Moose Ridge Drive into a rapid river, bringing down everything in its way. It wasn't exactly the homecoming Philip Schultz expected.
As you come up into the neighborhood, it was a little bit muddy. Of course, I'm trying to dodge that with my vehicle, and then as I got closer to my house, more rocks, more mud, slipping and sliding in two-wheel drive.
He's been shoveling mud off his lawn for 2 hours.
And there's no damage to the house, but it's the lawn, rocks, so some weekend projects.
In 3 years that he's lived there, he says he's never seen anything quite like this.
There was a lot of boulders about the size of bowling balls just laying in the streets.
I'm at the top of Moose Ridge Drive, where you can see where the problem started. With a major downpour like this and the canyons behind me, the water had no place to go but downhill. Crews from the City Works Department cleaned up the streets for hours, but say there is a lot more work to be done in the next few days.
We're going to verify to make sure that the storm drain and the sewers haven't been compromised with silt and debris in them, and then we'll move on to the cleanup project.
The worst is over, but Hines says this probably won't be the last time you'll see flooding in the canyon.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.